2022 under the patronage of National Health Regulatory Authority of Bahrain on delivering high-quality digital healthcare with value-based accountable care, organized by Trex event in partnership with our strategic sponsor Philips and gold sponsor Advanced Care and OneSource Solutions International. The Bahrain Telehealth Technology Summit 2022 is a gateway to how healthcare providers can digitally track a patient from preventive care through medical incidents, rehabilitation, and maintenance for better outcome for all. It is imperative how the pandemic through telehealthcare, telemedicine, and telemonitoring has boosted the quality of healthcare services provided in the kingdom. It is also assisted in deriving the psychological effects of the pandemic on the population while achieving a better level of healthcare efficiency. The pandemic has enabled and ushered a transition to customer centric care models. I am Roger, and we have Bridget, and we will be your hosts for today's session. First up, the entire team of Trex event is grateful to the prestigious National Health Regulatory Authority, Bahrain, and NHRA CEO, Dr. Mariam Adib Al Jamham, for this wonderful support. Your impact presence has added so much value to the summit. Dear all, the Bahrain Telehealth Technology Summit 2022 on delivering high quality digital healthcare with value based accountable care summit extols the rising initiatives of the great kingdom of Bahrain towards establishing and thriving to be a global hub of modern medicine. It's inspirational learning to others to follow the great kingdom of Bahrain's commitment to the health and well-being of its citizens and the adaptation to a modern trajectory by integrating modern technologies into everyday life. This is focused on enhancing healthcare delivery and protection of potential new entrants into the local market. A few pointers to make the most of the session. If you do have any questions, please use the Q&A section where all the questions will be answered. And if for any reason you get logged out during the session, please follow the same procedure to join or refresh your page. All our partners and speakers would love to answer any questions you may have. Kindly set up a meeting or drop a message to them directly, and they will also be available for questions in the launch area. And don't forget to visit the booths to explore all what our partners can do. So, without further ado, let's get this Bahrain Telehealth Technology Summit 2022 started with a keynote presentation and welcome remark from our chief guest, Mr. Wafeeq Ajoor, Digital Transformation Director of the National Health Regulatory Authority NHRA Bahrain. Mr. Ajoor is a Chief Information Officer, educator, and 5G wireless researcher. He holds he holds a BSc in Computer Engineering, MSc Electronics and Engineering, Wireless Mobile Communications Diploma. And while we're introducing Mr. Ajoor, I don't see that he's joined currently, but we will continue with his introduction while he joins us shortly. Right. So he has also worked for IBM as a mainframe field engineer, University of Bahrain, as a computer science lecturer, Enbridge Consumer Gas Inc., as a wireless consultant, We Technology Canada, as a hardware design testing engineer, Ministry of Transportation, as a telecommunication engineer, FCCI Bahrain, as a 2G, 3G radio planning and optimization engineer, Nokia Siemens Networking, Nigeria and Kuwait. As a senior account manager, customer team head, he is also currently working at National Health Regulatory Authority as an executive IT advisor, NHRA Digital Transformation Program Director. He is a recipient of the prestigious Canadian Wireless Telecommunications Association Award, and he has been a reviewer for IEE Communications magazine and Willys Wireless Communication and Mobile Commuting Journal. His current research interest is in 5G, IoT, cloud, artificial intelligence, and machine learning that's driven digital health applications and healthcare big data analytics. The keynote that Mr. Ajoor's speech is going to be NHRA Digital Transformation Journey Phase 1, a success story. Let's welcome Mr. Ajoor on stage, and over to you, Mr. Ajoor. I think Mr. Ajoor is facing a few technical difficulties due to which he's unable to join us. Let us give it a minute. And in case he's unable to join, I think we would start with the first panel discussion. So we do apologize for the inconvenience. Though we are in this modern day and era of technology, it always sometimes fails us at times. So let's give it a minute to see if Mr. Ajoor will be able to join us this morning. Good morning, Mr. Ajoor. We cannot hear you.
I'm talking. I said hello. Are you able to talk to hear?
Yes, we are able to hear you. We have also given your introduction to the participants, and we are privileged to have you on board with us, Mr. Ajoor. We can see you as well now.
Great. Thank you very much. Sorry for this apparent delay. I really appreciate it. Probably we can start. Good morning, everybody. I sincerely and deeply apologize for the apparent delay. I could not run this presentation from my office. Apparently, it is blocking the office is blocking somehow the website, whatever. I would like to first thank the organizer of this a great conference with a great appreciation. So thank you very much for giving us, NHRA, and myself the opportunity to present NHRA Digital Transformation Journey. And when I say journey, it's about phase 1 success story. A brief introduction about NHRA is given in this slide. There are two takeaways from this slide. One, the regulation domains. Keep an eye on the regulation domains. And the message there is NHRA, as a government regulatory authority, regulate the health industry end to end, private and publics, for every single aspect of the health industry: professional, facilities, pharmaceutical product, medical devices, medical complaint, clinical trial, continuous professional development. So you can see this is a huge mandate. The second message out of this slide is NHRA IT vision, which is digital NHRA. When I joined NHRA in 2010, so it is almost 10 years now, we had one vision for NHRA, which is to be a fully automated, data-driven enterprise, paperless organization. That's one aspect of it. The other aspect is to set NHRA to be the digital healthcare regulator model in GCC region. We started, as you can see, with 13 employees, and we reach now 130 plus employees. In any organization and in any project, there is always challenges. And the top of them is the one that I have listed: budget and IT personnel. Inside NHRA, we have severe shortage in IT. One or two persons beside myself. Budget, as a government, we have to go through a process, a lengthy process, to get the approval for the budget. But this also have pushed us, actually, to be creative on how we go about this digital transformation journey if we lack these two things. Well, one of the strategic decision is full automation. Second was cloudification. and third is health business analytics. With these three, we have believed that we can offer the health industry as well as the public citizens a great value. And that's what we are going to see in the next slide. This is a snapshot of a mega project. It represents phase 1 of NHRA digital transformation journey. As you can see, I have over a period of 11 months, we have delivered 5 systems, and we will see the features of these 5 systems. Each and every system have a specific mission. So the first one was to regulate the professional, which means to issue the licenses for professional, healthcare professional. The second one is the facility, which we call it munshi'at, facility licensing. And then we wanted to capture the revenue. Also electronically, we have brought up an accounting system. And then we have 2 mobile apps, one for the healthcare professionals themselves, and the other one for the health facility inspection, a mobile app. The story does not stop there, because with such a mega project, you expect and you wanted to have a full automation. It will implicate that we have to connect NHRA system to a number of government entities and private entities, and they are listed for you here under integration. So we are integrated with IGA, with LMRA, Sigillat. By the way, all of these are government entities. Sigillat is as an application for MOIC, Ministry of Industry and Tourism. iSahati, this is MOH. Prometric and Dataflow, these are private service provider or of certificate verification. Prometric sorting for licensure examination. Dataflow and QuadraPay is for certificate verification. And we also offer the payment electronically. All of these have been designed, developed, and delivered. And I will spend 3 minutes to demonstrate the system passively. All of this have been delivered in 2021 over 11 months. And the reason for that is that we did not have a special, so-called, what the government called a budget for special projects. What we did, we cut some money from our operating budgets, put it from different departments, and we delivered, paid, for these systems to be designed and developed. And guess what? The budget was less than 100K BD for all these 5 systems and integration, including the 4 change requests that you see. As I said, these systems have a number of features, and with these features, it will bring impact and it will bring values. The foremost of them is these 5 systems are cloud native. So they were developed, use services, features, and tools of Amazon Web Services. And this means that these systems will evolve because we have utilized all the services, many services from Amazon Web Services. And as these services evolve, these services will be evolved as Amazon evolve. So it will improve also the application as these services got improved. Second is scalability and elasticity. We set the system that when the workload reach 80%, the infrastructure, software and hardware will expand to accommodate the workload. And when the workload gets down, it will shrink. So what does that mean? What value it brings to the citizen, to the applicant, to the facility owners, blah, blah, blah. It means that service will be always available, 24/7, 365. So we don't have issue of server down by the grace of Amazon Web Services, AWS platform. The third feature, which is this is a very innovative feature, hardly you see in applications, which is we call self-care. The concept itself is simple, but implementing the system is quite tough. I have worked in telecom industry, and we use over 10 years talking about this concept, self-care, self-service, a lot in our discussion. But to implement it is very, very, very hard. However, NHRA have managed to offer such service where the facility will access NHRA system through the portal and manage all their businesses with NHRA without the intervention of electronically on the line 24/7. We do understand that there is immense need for some services to be mobile, which means the service have to be offered anywhere, anytime. A good example of that, for example, for healthcare professionals. Think of a healthcare professional who is in the theater room and he's about to operate on a patient, and he have to renew his license. While the patient goes under, in a complete general anesthesia, he could access Mihan system on his mobile and do the renewal in maybe 1 or 2 minutes before even he started his operating theater, starting his operation. Another example for that one, the facility. The facility need to be inspected, either routine inspection or complaint inspection. And our inspector, 15 plus, they would go to the facility with a mobile app called facility inspection. And this is unique, a very complex inspection application mobile app. I do remember the number of pages, almost 50 or 55 pages of checklist that you have to do. So the inspector goes there with an iPad and do the inspection, and he presses the submit button, it goes to Munshaat automatically. This mega system that NHRA brought to existence, 100% aligned with Bahrain vision, with 2030 Bahrain vision. Bahrain has become AWS, Amazon Middle East region nowadays. Not only now, nowadays maybe you can also consider Dubai to be another region, but Bahrain was the first region in the Middle East. Was the first region in the Middle East to be AWS regions for this, for the whole Middle East. And Bahrain have invested a lot of money, and there was a push from the government to utilize that platform, to the bones, as they say. So because we have developed and delivered and built everything on the cloud, this is a cloud native, probably maybe among the top maybe 3 applications, probably the number 1 of them applications in Bahrain that is a cloud native. When you have a project like this, a mega project, obviously there are a lot of lessons, and there are a lot of ups and downs. And if you allow me just to share with you some of the lessons that I have learned, frankly speaking, I personally worked 24/7 for 11 months, to make it happen. Because if I don't deliver the project within a year, the project will stop, because I will not be able to finance the project, because it was from the operating budget. Then when the year is over, the budget will go back to MOF, Ministry of Finance. So these are some of the lessons, and I will touch on them very quickly. Obviously, in order to mobilize the whole stakeholders, the number 1 traits you need is to earn the trust. And I can give you one example how earning a trust can make magic. To access the cloud here in Bahrain, Normally it takes 3 months, because the owner of AWS platform is the government itself, specifically IGA. And in order to have an access and set up the account for you with all the security measures that is required by the government, it takes between 2 to 3 months. For me, it was 2 weeks. Why? Because I have assured IGA, after building a very strong relationship, that we will always abide by their rules and comply to their securities, logistics, whatever rules they have, we will abide of it, and we will follow the procedure. And that's what we did. And we will manage to get access whenever we request something. In 2 weeks, we get it. Frugality means you achieve more with less resources. As you have mentioned, that I did not have budget, I did not have IT personnel, okay, and it has to be, this would have pushed me really to the edge for being self-sufficient. That's what frugality. That's one strong lesson that I have learned. Also in this project, I always ask myself, what is it that I wanted to achieve, or offer the society, whether the public citizens or the health industry, what sort of services that will be a long term, not just serve now, but it serve now, tomorrow, after tomorrow, and next year, and 5 years from now. Innovation, yes, we have learned a lot. Self-care is one of them that I mentioned. Another thing is the report, the facility inspection report auto generation. It used to take 3 days to generate that report, but we made it through the system to be generated in 1 hour. You see, from 3 days facility inspection report to generate into 1 hour. How much that was, efficiency. A lot of efficiency. When it comes to delivering result, we wanted to ensure that the service that with mobile can be also delivered. It does not stop at the PC. It should go to the mobile and reach the professional there. The last thing is, it's a continuous learning. This is my last slide before, if you allow me 2 minutes for a passive demo. Of course,
Sure,
this
because we are running short of time, so we can allow you 2 minutes. Yes.
2 minutes, sure. Thank you very much. Because this is a journey, and I said this is the success of this is phase 1. This is what is in the pipeline for NHRA. Let me now demonstrate the system. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen. Yes.
I will not make any comment. I'll just run through these slides very quickly in 1 minute. So as I run on, you just sit back and watch. And this is the first system, which is the Mihan is for professionals. This is the front end. This is the back end of the Mihan system. This is the second system, which is Munshaat, the front end. This is the self-care. So the facility, when it accesses Munshaat, they would have a dashboard like this that shows everything the facility needs. By the way, when the facility wanted to recruit someone and they want to offer him, to invite him to get their license, they send the invitation from this screen, some dashboard for the facility, and the facility will be able to see the transaction that is happening with the professionals. So you can see the Munshaat and Main are tightly integrated. This is the back end of Munshaat. So we receive everything here, and then we start to process it, as you can see. This is the facility inspection system, the back end itself. As I said, The front end is the mobile app, and they come back to the back end and a process. For example, if a facility have a violation, we will ask this. The facility will know that is a violation. They will go and correct, take a snapshot that demonstrate that the violation was rectified. They send it to us. We process it and approve, and they can go and renew. In facility, this is the finance system, so to capture all the revenue, or the accounting system if you wish. Okay. And they have also their own dashboard. When it comes to the mobile app, this is the facility inspection mobile app. And last but not least, the professional mobile app. This is the mobile app that help the professional to to do all the sort of the services. There is around 12 services offered for the professional. For example, he wanted to join the Hajj, during Hajj, and he wanted to have a permit for that. He can ask for a permit, for Hajj permit, through his mobile app. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ajoor, for your wonderful insights and valuable words. I hope you continue to enjoy the rest of the day and the summit as well. Thank you for your valuable inputs.
Thank you very much. You are welcome.
My pleasure.